I'm fascinated by the way media can often be easily recognized as of its time. Art is a reflection of the society who created and consumed it, and that society is always changing. So every piece of art is a sort of time capsule, punctuating the current state of the world. This can manifest in any number of ways. Maybe your movie embodies a certain cultural zeitgeist. Maybe your TV show episode hinges on a fight scene between two guys in fursuits instead of CGI werewolves. Looking back on old media feels like peering into another world, because in a way, you actually are. I think video games are especially fun to look back on because not that long ago, they looked like this. And now they look like this. The absurd advances in graphics, audio, and more over the last few decades have made games date super quickly. Games are so reliant on aesthetic factors, which are immovably linked to time. All this is to say, I really like Sonic R, an obscure Sonic the Hedgehog racing spin-off released in 1997 for the Sega Saturn and later the PC. So let's dive in! Immediately, there's something delightfully quaint about this menu. Back in the day, 3D graphics were gaming's new untested frontier, and I think it really shows. The intense colors, rotating models, the transitions, that ridiculous wave effect on the screen, the obnoxiously long time it takes to switch options. Modern user interfaces are all about that slick, clean feel. I mean, check out FIFA. That menu looks like a damn brochure. But the 90s and early 2000s have this energy of, holy shit, computers can do anything we want them to. It's excited, explorative, and super tacky. Really gives me that whole Microsoft Office word art vibe, you know? You got Chaos Emeralds! Or at least one Chaos Emerald! Okay, let's get into the actual game. So, Sonic is largely a series about visual spectacle, right? The fact that Sonic could quickly cover huge distances with no technical issue was part of the whole appeal. This premise is a much bigger ask in 3D. It's difficult to pull off now, let alone in 1997 on the fairly limited Sega Saturn. Sonic R's draw distance is so weak that you can't even see the first corner when the game starts. And this is the PC version, with mods. There are only 5 courses in the whole game, and the overall graphical fidelity is very limited. I mention all this not to dunk on Sonic R, but to congratulate its valiant effort to cram Sonic the Hedgehog into the budget and technical constraints of this project. The tracks are small but compact, featuring multiple paths that evoke the densely layered worlds of its source material. At the end of the day, art is more about evoking something beyond its actual scope anyway. Sonic R loosely conveys its ideas, and lets childhood imagination fill in the rest. What I find so charming about this game is how transparent that process is here. The track Radical City is bursting with dreamy late-night feels, but is so obviously not a city. It's a paper-thin diorama surrounded by plain green hills. But there's an unflinchingly earnest heart to its presentation. You won't find a shred of adult cynicism in Sonic R. I know this because I've heard the soundtrack. God, I love it so much. It could have so easily sounded like gamey music, you know? Something timeless, classic, and safe. But they went bold. They went for a poppy, dance, ABBA-esque sound. It's corny and dated, but passionate and well-produced. In fact, it's far more polished and complete than almost any other part of the game. And that lends Sonic R a sort of unbreakable confidence. Hearing TJ Davis unironically belt out Living in the City over dumpy little Sonic figurines pitter-pattering across cardboard roads is, well, it's kind of beautiful. It's like this game doesn't know how jank and antiquated it is. It's a product from a turning point in the games industry. 3D is the new untested frontier, and Sonic R is so excited to see what's possible. Sonic R wants the title screen logo to spin and bounce and reflect light off the wallpaper. Sonic R gives you a clumsy low-res smile and asks if you can feel the sunshine. I don't know. It's a wonderful world to look back on.